Pokemon Legends Arceus has been nothing but a treat and a breakup from the mold that is the main line of the Pokemon games. If I was to compare this game to one of the off games from the main series line, this would be like Pokemon Colosseum or Pokemon Dark Rising or whatever the other sequel was to the Pokemon Colosseum. This is such a break off from the regular formula of Pokemon, and I got so sucked into this world that it actually changed how I see Pokemon and how it should be from now on. If you guys do not know how the mainline series is for the Pokemon series, it's like this one track thing where you just go down the line, back and forth, blah, 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 everywhere. No, in this world, it is so different. You have so much freedom to do what you want that you're not constricted by the badge system, or going down this one way with a rival where he stops you every minute just to force you into a battle or anything like that. No, you truly have freedom within this game. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into this review so I can give you my thoughts and stuff and how I feel about it and what I went through with this game. So Pokemon Legends Arceus is really nothing special with the story, especially with the beginning and to the middle, but it kind of, from the middle of it, kind of starts to wind up towards the end of the game, and it starts to put itself into an interesting position. But basically the short and sweet version of this main thing of what's going on with this game is that you're a Galaxy team member of the Survey Corps, and your goal is to go out and capture every single species of Pokemon within the Husei region. Now, the story is not too much to write home about, but there is two interesting clans within this universe, the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Now, personally, I like the Diamond Clan a lot, especially Adamant. I love that man to death. He is the leader of the Diamond Clan, basically. He is kind of like the headstrong guy going out there without too much worry and getting stuff done. There's the wardens like Erizu, Iscan, Mai, Milil. I hate him. I do not like him at all. And Warden Sabi. All these characters within the Diamond Clan just make it oh so interesting. Now for the Pearl Clan, Irida, I like her. She's kind of like the cautious and astute leader, to watch what happens with stuff and make sure she does it correctly. Especially her wardens too, like Warden Leon. Laba and Paulina are one of the most interesting characters within the Pearl Clan in my personal opinion. I did enjoy those more than the others and stuff, but it doesn't mean the other characters like within the Pearl Clan and the Diamond Clan are not interesting at all. They are pretty interesting though, especially once you get to know them and figure out how they feel about certain things. There's this one warden I just really distaste, and it's definitely Milio. I just don't like him. I just don't like his character. He's just annoying and really off-putting and stubborn. Let's just say that. And Game Freak really nailed it with the characters on here, this time at least. Though I will give it to Game Freak, there is one character I never saw coming at me like a damn curveball. Like this character is so supportive of you, and I'm trying not to ring him out or anything like that. He is so supportive of you, but when he's revealed to what he is, oh god, the flashbacks. Oh god, help me. Consider that your foreshadowing of what you will deal with at the end game. Now, unlike this game, the previous Pokemon games like Pokemon Sword and Shield and the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, they didn't have much to do. But versus Pokemon Sword and Shield and Pokemon the recent remake of the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, at least Diamond and Pearl had like the underground where you go underground and you can like get some items and all that diamond stuff, which was pretty fun for like end game stuff, but it got tiring really quickly and it just made the game overall boring. But within this game though, the catching mechanics, the researching, the semi-living open world just makes the gameplay loop feel more alive, more attracting, that you actually want to go out, use these Pokemon to research other Pokemon, or use certain moves against other Pokemon, or catch certain Pokemon at night. Yeah, you heard me right. There is a day and night cycle within this game. There's also a snowy area. There's also rain that happens on here too, and your character reacts to it too. Like, your clothes will get wet or there'll be snow on it. It's just amazing that this game had those type of effects on here that makes you kind of immersed into the world. But with the gameplay loop within the game, where you're catching and researching, is so fun and so addicting at times, you will lose a track of hours. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am one of those people. I have to say at least about 10 to 15 hours I have invested in this game was because of the researching, and I was hunting down Pokemon, using their moves, and just researching the Pokemon alone in order to gain stars and level up through the system. Speaking of stars, I did forget that there is a ranking system within this Pokemon game that has replaced the badge system. Now, as you progress through the system with the stars, you will gain control of more Pokemon that are higher levels. So say like if you gain a 3rd star, you actually control level 30 Pokemon and below. Just, it's the same system as the badge system. Now, unfortunately, once you hit rank 8, you will have control of every single Pokemon, 100 and below, trade whatever, that type of thing. The problem I do have with this system is kind of its end game content. When you hit rank 9 within the system, you don't get anything any more special. Maybe you get to you get to craft jet balls, and that's really about, if I remember correctly, you only get to craft jet balls, and that's really it. And the amount of effort you would have to put into the ranking system in order to get to rank 9 and then rank 10, especially rank 10, you need like 30,000 research points just so you could get 10 rare candies and stuff, which I could go out in the wild, beat up some alphas and get those, or I could go to the candy machine guy and easily get some candy from him too. For like, it's just that the end game content for upgrading to the 9th and the 10th star needs to be fixed or reiterated in the next one, because honestly the rewards suck and I just stopped collecting Pokemon at that point. Another thing I really do love about this game is that the starters that you pick at the beginning really aren't going to affect your gameplay too much. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Gara, that's how it's always been in a Pokemon, but not in this game too much, because in the beginning areas and the rest of the areas, there is a lot of variety of Pokemons you could pick up. For example, my partner was a Cyndaquil and stuff, and I went around and just, you know, just thrashed on things and just basically leveled up easily. Because I was thinking, because in the Diamond and Pearl games, there wasn't much fire types at all. Like, I kid you not, if you didn't pick a fire type, you were screwed. You were really screwed. But no, not in this game. In the beginning areas, there was 2 fire types, Ponyta and some other one I cannot remember off the top of my head. Now, for the difficulty though, a lot of people are saying, Gara, you had Cyndaquil, so it must have been easy. No, it was not. Especially with the alpha Pokemon going around and stuff looking for you, and if you even screwed up once around these alphas, especially the Rapidash that's in the, yeah, that was the other fire Pokemon I was thinking of. If you screwed up around any of these alphas and stuff, you were gonna get your ass handed to you so hard that that your mother would feel it. That's how bad it is with these alphas, man. These alphas, especially when they use their strong and agile moves and stuff, ooh, it gets really tough. And not only the alphas were also a problem for me too. If you were not prepared for these certain areas called the space-time distortion, there are rare Pokemons there that just don't care who you are, and they'll spawn in like Espeons, Chanseys, just some really strong Pokemon. I'm talking about like in an area that's between 2 to 12 level Pokemon, they will spawn in a distortion area where they'll spawn in like level 40 Pokemon. I kid you not. I went like searching around and I found one of these things. my ass got handed to me so quickly, I had to run. I didn't have any mounts at that time. I had to run. Oh yeah, I kid you not. If you actually paid attention during the beginning where Darkrai, I was fighting Darkrai and I was trying to capture him and stuff. Yeah, Pokemons will actually use moves outside of the battle to hurt you, and you will black out after taking too much damage from those moves. Especially with certain moves like the Hyper Beam and stuff. Holy cow, I thought my Pokemon were being nuked from orbit or something from the sheer power and just the raw presentation that Game Freak actually put into this game. It's actually surprising. You should see Hyper Beam sometimes. There's also these little things we like to call outbreaks, and if you're actually kind of curious what an outbreak is, so certain parts of the map where you would actually look at it, there is actually outbreaks now to happen. So say like if there is a Bidoof on the map basically in the main area, what that means basically is that with that Bidoof right there, there's going to be a horde of Bidoofs, or meatloafs I like to call them, of just Bidoofs in that area where you go and fight. And there are times you may get lucky, there's a shiny right in that group and stuff, and you could just go and catch it and like, dang, I got a shiny, this is so cool. It's just these little things that just make it so good to play this game. There is also some things that just make this world easier to go around and just do certain things like side missions. There are some really interesting side missions within this world, especially with the ones I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. It's the one where you have to deal with the field of flowers and stuff, and then you find out there's a certain legendary Pokemon there that saved this lady and stuff. And it's a reference back to the previous Pokemon Diamond and Pearl game remake that was just recently came out with this game. And it's just the nice little touches with the side missions and stuff, kind of canonically connecting to the games and stuff. Just kind of the weird little things that Game Freak likes to do. So speaking of little freaky things that Game Freak likes to do, the mini games. The mini games on here, yeah, you heard me right. Game Freak actually put mini games in here where you can actually take certain one of your mounts and stuff, go fly through the balloons, or you can actually throw your Pokeballs at the balloons. It's just that these little nice little mini games that you could play to earn free stuff and just break up the mold of the gameplay loop. And actually some of these mini games I did like, and I do appreciate Game Freak putting these in. Speaking of kind of breaking up the mold a little bit, I want to get back to like the Pokemon thing with the research too. There is also this little thing that does happen while you're in the beginning area where these unknowns come out and stuff, and you have to collect them all to make the alphabet and stuff. It's just like another little thing that Game Freak added to break the mold. There are some other things I do want to add, like things that actually help the player get around, or things that they need to do craft in order to move along with certain things. For example, there is a crafting system in this game where you could craft your own Pokeballs together, or make potions, smoke bombs, just that type of thing, to where it'll make you easier to go chase down certain Pokemon. Like for example, Abra pisses me off so madly that all my attempts that I tried to capture the alpha regular alpha, well not alpha, Jesus, a regular Abra, I had to throw a smoke bomb just to go into that smoke, just so the Abra didn't see me. And then once it finally teleported and then turned its back away from me, I finally threw the Pokeball at it and I captured an Abra. The crafting system is a really great addition to this game, especially with the mount systems too. Once you get further into the game, you will all start to unlock mounts too, like the Weird Deer and stuff, which you saw on the trailers. If anybody saw the trailers with this is a mobile Pokemon that'll take you on the ground, run around. Or you'll get the Bravery, that'll help you fly through the sky, or the fish Pokemon, I can't remember its name, help you swim through it. Or, you know, you get the big giant Ursaring and stuff. I can't remember the Ursaring's final evolution, but this one is kind of like an item finder to help you find items within the ground, and you could go around, search around and stuff. It's just in a Sneasel too. Sneasel will help you climb up the mountains and stuff. It's such a fantastic addition to the Pokemon universe, and I wish they would just keep this and just keep the HMs out and just maybe turn the HMs into TMs and just make it so much easier. Another fantastic tool for the player within this universe is the hub area. Now you'd be asking, Gar, what's the hub area? It's basically the village area where you go to get some crafting materials, or just straight up go to the general store to go purchase items, or go to your house to go relax, or head to the farm to where you have all your Pokemon that's not inside your party. You can either release them, move them, or move them to your party. Or like I was mentioning earlier, you could go to the guy that manufactures candy and stuff, like experience candy and stuff. You could go over there, buy some candy, or you could go to the link lady, or the trade lady, as a lot of people call her. If you go into the world, basically, and you collect lost satchels and stuff, you could reclaim them, get some free points, go over to that lady, and just trade points for it, basically. Like, for example, if you're one of the people that do not like going online and dealing with all the hassle of trading Pokemon, like, for example, Haunter, you need to trade Haunter in order to evolve Gengar. So what you need to do is possibly just get a friend and trade it. Well, not anymore. They have a thing called the link cable as a, like an evolution item. You just go to your Haunter, put that link cable on him, and he evolves. And past the trade lady that gives you, you trade stuff with her, there is a lady at top of the training grounds where you could actually teach your Pokemon some new moves. So, like, for example, I have Typhlosion. So he only knows, like, Hex, Flamethrower, Flame Wheel, the type of generic type, fire type, and ghost type moves, basically. So I could go to her and I could teach my Typhlosion Thunder Punch. I kid you not, this lady is awesome to use. So if you ever get into like a certain area where you can't get past and you're like, man, I wish my Pokemon knew like a thunder move, like a thunder physical move, go talk to her. She will treat you right. She will give you Thunder Punch for your Typhlosion, and I'm telling you guys, Typhlosion is so cool in this one. Also, I'm adding this into the clothing. There is a clothing place to where you can get your clothing and stuff, and honestly, this one's got better clothing than Sword and Shield and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Game Freak, for at least putting some effort into that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I know some people within my community love to take photos of, like, do in-game photos and stuff and all that type of stuff. There is a photo area where you go within the village and take pictures with your Pokemon. Unfortunately, you can only do it with one Pokemon at a time. Sadly, kind of sucks, but you know what? At least there's a photo mode. And this game, I'm telling you guys right now, it is a right step in direction with all the stuff it does. Especially with the move system they did. Now, this new system that they brought in, which is the strong, the strong style and the agile style, I love this system a lot. So when you use a strong style, you use up 2 power points basically, but you do a lot more damage. I kid you not, you do a lot more damage. But if you use the agile style, it does less damage, but you go faster than your opponent. And you could possibly go again depending on your stats, which, Game Freak, awesome job. And another thing too, that they did an awesome job on too, TM and HMs do not exist in this game. Okay, so say like if I wanted to use my Alakazam, basically, right? I wanted to take off Recover and replace it with Calm Mind, I could do that. But then if I'm like, oh man, I don't want to use Calm Mind anymore, it's just kind of sucks and stuff, I want Recover back. So then I could go back into the menu, take Recover out, take Calm Mind out and put Recover in. It's just such a great system of what they did this time around. It's like, Game Freak, awesome job. You actually listen. Now I'm going to comment on the graphics and stuff, and don't get me wrong, graphics are not everything, and this game is a testament to that. Everything in this game, except for the characters and some of the Pokemon too, look like it's from the GameCube era. I kid you not, this game looks like it's outdated as hell with the graphics. Except for how the characters look and how the Pokemon look. The characters look a little above decent. So do the Pokemon, especially with their moves and how devastating these Hyper Beams can get, and the other moves that these Pokemon dish out. The visuality and the sound of the moves sound so good. Don't even get me started on the sounds too, especially when you play the flute. It's go. It's kind of like a nice little gesture back to when you go to the title screen of Diamond and Pearl. You know, they play that little sound, and I appreciate that. Some of the music in this game too is like, I'm adding this to my playlist right now, and it's good. The music in this is really good. You can enjoy it while you're just running around, or heck, sometimes if you get sick and tired of hearing the music, just throw on your Spotify and you'll enjoy the game then, especially if you don't like the music in here. There is, though, a visual glitch that I did encounter with this game, and it's pretty annoying, and hopefully a lot of people have noticed this too, and maybe Game Freak could fix this. Who knows with them, to be completely honest. Is that when you go into caves and stuff, if you look at your character, you'll notice that there's an outline of white. And hopefully I can pull it up to show you guys. You'll see what I mean when I show you guys to it. But yeah, it's a visual glitch that is very, very annoying, and I want Game Freak to fix it, honestly. Besides the, the glitch that happens within the caves, the UI and the flow of the motion and the controls of this game flow so damn well. I don't even need to look at my Switch controls and say, do I need to press Y in order to activate this? No. It's just something about this game. It just feels so organic with the Switch controller or the Pro Switch controller that you don't even need to worry about it, honestly. Like with most Switch games, I do need to look at the controller and just kind of feel like, oh yeah, this is ZL, ZR, and just that type of stuff. But like I said, with this game, it feels good. Despite singing this game's praise and all the type of stuff that they put in here to make it just seem more lively and more, player friendly and type of stuff, there is some things that do bother me that they have done to this game. Every time I go to a different area, I keep seeing the same Pokemon over and over again. For example, like Bidoof or a Starly or that just type of areas. And I'm just kind of thinking to myself, you guys have like almost near 1,000 Pokemon. You couldn't just add some more in? And speaking about Pokemon too, why, for the love of God, Game Freak, why are you locking Pokemon like legendaries, like Darkrai, behind games? It makes no sense to do this at all. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, you cannot access Darkrai and another legendary without having Pokemon Sword and Shield or Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the remakes, as a game save on your Switch to access those events at all. They locked it behind game saves for whatever reason. I don't understand. But then that means you cannot complete your Pokédex and get the true ending to Pokémon Legends Arceus. It makes no sense of why they did this. Probably because they want you to buy the other games at $50, $60 and stuff, and just completely rob you of the absolute joy you would have this game. But they gotta sell you Pokemon, of course. Now, I did find something really interesting as kind of like a closing thoughts. Everybody knows the name of a certain developer of the Pokemon company called Junichi Masuda. Now, if you guys do not know him, he has been on the director side of making these Pokemon games and all that type of stuff. But I did find something pretty darn interesting with this, though. He wasn't the one who made this Pokemon game. He was not the director of this game. He was the director of this game, and I'm pretty pleasant to find out, was Kazumasa Iowa, if I said that name right. If I did not say that name right, I am sorry. I am not really good with those type of names, but you know what? I tried. And from what I've seen and what he can do and stuff, I think he needs to be the director of, how can I explain this, of the Pokemon franchise. Because if he can direct people to make this type of game, and then they can improve on it and make it even better, have him as a director of Pokemon making games, basically, versus Junichi. Because the three past Pokemon games with Junichi, I did not like at all. I don't know what he was on when he made the last 3 Pokemon games. I'm not even going to make an insult to the guy, but the newer guy that's in here right now, he needs to take the director position with this from now on. Now, I wouldn't say, you shouldn't buy Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm going to say this right now. I think you should go out and buy this game. You want to know why? Because I've poured over 40 hours into this game. I kid you not. The Pokemon game, in the longest time, I kid you not, has made me play over 40 hours of this game. From the story, from the researching, from perfecting my team, going around searching for other Pokemon in different areas or new areas they've popped into. Pokemon Legends Arceus is one of these games that you must pick up. It is one of these side Pokemon games that are kind of like a spin-off from the main series. It's something that you want to keep forever with you. Just like Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Rangers, Pokemon, I can't remember the one that was kind of like an MMORPG, not an MMORPG, but kind of like a turn-based game. I can't remember it. But Pokemon Legend Arceus is definitely a game for you guys to pick up. And honestly, if I was to give this a number review, Pokemon Legends Arceus deserves a 7 out of 10. It is just that good for being a 7 out of 10 game. And I hope there's a number 2 coming out for this game, because I completed this game and I did all the hours, catched all the Pokemon as much as I could just for this review. And I don't regret spending those hours on it. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus is a definite 7 out of 10, guys.